Turtles of Grayskull Wave 2.
There is mutated Ram Man in all his glory. We have Shredder in all his glory. Beastman in all his armored glory. And then Raph. It's our boy Raph. We have the second issue of the comic, Belly of the Beastman. Go ahead, skip to this point if you want to check out the comic. It's so freaking good. And we can compare. Here's our two mutated baddies so far. So here's He-Man, kind of a purple translucent plastic. For Ram Man, they decided to go more of like a pinkish purple. But still super freaking cool. And let's pop off. He's definitely a bigger guy. His Ram skirt there, you can see here's his springy legs.
Let's take off all his gear, see what he really looks like as a figure.
You can see some of like the translucency there a little bit. I guess that's kind of how like the figure is constructed, the way the light's hitting it, so you can kind of see him inside. We have Shredder, Oroku Saki, his freaking armor, his axe. That can all come off. We have Beastman, Belly of the Beastman. It's like Shogun armor. Super cool. And then we have Raphael. He's got, the standard shell, the red armor there, the helmet that pops off. My god. This is the packaging. The packaging for Turtles of Grayskull is one of the best parts of this. I mean, you have the character art. Some of it's unique, it switches from, in some cases, you get He-Man Leo on the good guys. The bad guys, they're switching to Skeletor Shredder. Super cool. It's so bright, the Turtles of Grayskull logo, I just love it. Even the crossover stickers, Masters of the Universe X Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's just cool. But then you get the spectacular, like the unique art on each one. Shredder going against Splinter, and is that King Grayskull Splinter? It would seem to be. The awesome product shots of the figures, kind of like the art version of the figures. We got Moss Man going at it with Beastman. That's rad. Slaker, Slash and Faker going against Raph. Got him in the background there. There's the shredderized slime pit. You got Krang, He-Man, Moss Man. Ram Man's already been mutated. Skeletor's just going wild. If you're an inbox collector for Turtles of Grayskull, the display, it's such a nice display. It's very economical. They're not wasting any space. They're not doing any fluff, right? Like, they're just like, boom, this is what we need. We packed it. So, I don't know. Mattel, I think they're just knocking it out of the park with these. The first comic, so neat, so rad, By the Power of Pizza. That's Freddie Williams II. So, today when I got these, I couldn't wait, so I already did, I did the slit, where you cut the bottom so we can preserve, you can keep even, the unpunchedness of it. You can keep the display, the package, and so we can slide on out Ram Man, right? And then you can slide on out the comic. It works thusly, and then this is preserved. Kind of glued mine a little close, but this is Belly of the Beastman. I mean, yeah, they're recapping He-Man's story. A Man-at-Arms is for the Turtles. Again, Mikey with that stellar hair. Turtles not having it. Beastman, did I skip a page? No. Beastman pops up, looking a little worse for wear. They capture him. He tells them kind of the story, what's going down, how things opened. You see Merman there and Faker. Will we get an individual Merman and Faker figures? I don't know. I think we're going to get Merman, as you'll see. So they go through, they're slime pitting. There's Leatherhead, right? And then there's Bebop and Rocksteady. So are we going to get all those three? I hope so. And so, they're talking it over more. You see he tricks them. And then here is the mutated Merman. You can see he has like a snake. It's kind of like Scale Tail. He's got like Scale Tail going on in the Coliseum pit. And they bring out He-Man. And things are just going down. Things are going wild. And then we see metal Botto, because in the first part, Donnie, I glazed over that. Donnie was working on Botto, Metalhead, working on some new tech. You can see Slash Slaker there. So yeah, this comic is really stellar. Absolutely love it. I would love to get a full-size version of it. One thing I glossed over is kind of this, I don't know, people have described it as like Shogun Skeletor, which that's pretty intense. That's a cool design. You don't really see him there, but I guess by the end he's turning into that. Was he in the... Yeah, see? So he's did some duds. So I guess, I mean, that's got to be the Skeletor figure we're going to get. Super rad. Super rad. So that's the comic. I love me some Ram Man. I think this figure's cool. And I love the packaging. So I guess they technically have the ties there for the axe, but just slide it right out. Pop. Oh. I guess he's tied on the foot. Hold on, folks. This is cool. He's a thick, stockier figure. Full Townsend. Though a little difficult because he has the pauldrons, single jointed elbows. So the articulation, it's going to be the same on all of them. The hand. And then the legs, they have pretty good articulation on the legs, but he has the skirt, of course, which is very finely detailed. And then the single jointed knee. And then kind of the standard rocker on the feet. But look at this freaking guy. So cool. I think you could store an axe in the back there if you wanted. Maybe this axe. But I love like the details on his little kilt skirt, like the ram, the chains. I think it's just super freaking neat. His eyes. So if we get his... To the axe? Oh yeah, you can. You can join the axe together, so it's like a double... I don't know what you would call that. It's like a... I don't know. It's a cool axe thing. Is what I'll call it. Like an axe bow staff even. So there is Ram Man. Super duper cool. We gotta go Beastman next. As a big Turtles fan, you might be thinking I'm just in it only for the Turtles. I don't know, I've been loving it. So Beastman is the undercover henchman. He's undercover. I don't know. I don't know what he's undercover as, but he's undercover. Flap technology. And then you can pull it out. You have the comic there. I'll keep that one in there. We have Beastman. Right on, so he's got some ties. And honestly, pretty cool in his armor. I think of it as like Shredder style armor, right? I mean, that's my take on the inspiration for it. Oop, the helmet comes popping right off. Now, I think the Beastman sculpt, I think Beastman, like, I think that, I'd like a head sculpt more like that. I just think, like, that's a super cool Beastman. You know, when you look at it. So if they could get closer to that, but I guess this is the more the Beastman-y, I don't know, they got to please the fans. But so he's got, you know, these richly detailed armor pieces. Super cool, of course, you know, you can slide those off. We'll do some swapping at the end, but he's all armored up, and here is his like a beast belt thing that goes there. And then, yeah, if you don't want the skirt, if you want it more beastie, you can just do that. So again, He-Man fans are probably sick of me saying it, but I can't get over how cool the swappability is. Beastman comes with this stellar shield. You can't clap his on the back, you know, but you know, it'd be a cool shield for Leo. That's all set up, the swappability, so if you want Leo to have like a much epicer shield, look at that. Much more knightly, you know? But that's the beauty of Turtles of Grayskull. So you get the shield in his hand, and then he has this cool whip sword, like Soul Calibur-esque. You know, it'd be cool if we could get like a fully functioning version where you could snap it into a sword, but obviously that would be very costly. Looking at my friend Anthony's He-Man collection, I've noticed the Origin line, the figures, the weapons are smaller. So in this Turtles of Grayskull line, like the weapons, they've been going to town on the weapons. Where did his helmet go, Beastman? What are you doing? That's just wicked. So like as a Turtles fan, I wasn't expecting to like stuff like Beastman and whatnot so much. But I really am. I think these are freaking cool. We're going to move on to Shredder, the evil master of ninjutsu. So as we're taking Shredder out, you see the flap technology? Is the same Turtles of Grayskull comic. So if you get all 4, you're going to have duplicates, which is kind of nice. You can get like the nicest one. On Shredder, you can kind of see like they were going for like the fabriciness, but this is a dope Shredder. So the helmet is the head, so you're not going to take the helmet off and have anything under there. He's got the armor. Just super rad. I think this is a great Shredder. They didn't go crazy. They didn't go nuts. It has like the pounded metal armor, which like Mad Hatter kept bringing up, which I think he's totally right. That's cool. That's a cool like detail. If you're going unpainted, and he's got like the leg pauldrons. And like I said, if you just wanted, some folks maybe just want pure bare-chested Shredder. Super cool. I love it. Ooh, okay. But look at that. If you wanted like Shredder Leo, it's cool. The swappability, I'm never gonna stop doing that. I'm never gonna stop talking about it. So there's Shredder. He has this cool crossbow, which has, I don't know, it's like a bat thing, and he has his cool, you know, like a battle axe, again, that beaten metal. He's got the Foot Clan symbol, 2003 style everywhere. And I think the way you can just clip it onto the wrist there, I feel like that should click onto something, right? Am I missing something, folks? Because that goes onto his wrist pretty easy. I don't know. He-Man, folks, what am I missing? I feel like that connects to something. Maybe later in the wave. Well, hold on. I guess it has to go there. They're forcing him to be a lefty, but there's the crossbow. There's the axe. They're forcing him to be a righty, I mean. So that is super sick. And then he kind of has, I want to say almost webbed feet, but I guess that's just, you know, he has like the cloth things going on. Okay, last up, Raph, our third turtle boy, Raphael, hard-headed Psy specialist. I'm going to call it one of the best flaps for sure. Look at this thing, like a fist gauntlet. I like how they molded like the fist into it. Super dope with this big ol' Psy, and it is flexible, which is nice. So you're not going to just like snap it right off. Look at this Raph. So first of all, I mean, you're not doing any like through the fingers Psy action. So this is a Psy, it's a sword. How does this thing work? So if we align the fist, are you kidding me? Look at that claw. I didn't realize it was so clawy. I thought it was just like a Psy thing. But my God. And of course, like a good color green on the Raph. Of course, he's got the shell back, but like fully armored. Dang. I love this Raph. The helmet, I think, just pops straight off. So if you like helmeted Raph, super sick. If not, maybe you pop it off. Hey, Leo. This is the only other turtle that could wear it. Look at Leo. He goes from like a blue shell turtle Mario Kart style to a red shell. And then we have Raph. Again, like, I love how, like, the turtles, again, they're like different colors. I think that's super neat. Check out more of that armor pieces, like the red rubies. Super cool. And his isn't like directly connected, I think, with his. Yeah, you pop off. It's more rigid, but you pop that off. Crazy flowing bandana Raph. And again, here's the turtle shell. That's their real actual turtle shell. Super great details on Raph. Man, I love it. I love this. If I want to, do we want to make... Let's make Beastman all raffed up. Like, look at that. How fucking cool is that? I don't know. I think that is just so neato that you can swap it out. I think that looks really good. Doesn't fit necessarily super well because some of his pieces, but man alive. So Beast Raph, I dig it. I freaking dig that. Oh, so good. Okay, let me regroup. And there we have it, folks. All of Turtles of Grayskull. We have Wave 2, and then Wave 1 plus Mouse Jaw, the comics. Stellar. I love this wave, obviously, and I completely love Turtles of Grayskull. So highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, folks. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, your family, your neighbors. Let me know what you think. Who's your favorite? I know some folks don't like it, but why don't you like it? What's wrong with you? This is amazing.